My name is Teresita Blanco, the Artsy sister, and today we're reading Saturnastra, Karina. This is lesson 7, part 5. Or 4, I don't know. It's lesson 7. I haven't been able to keep track of the parts. When Liv got to the part about anyone having objections, surprise, surprise, somebody objected. The first fellow to appear was Casimir. He said, "I object, Your Honor. I'm not a judge, and this is more about formality than anything, all things considered," said Liv, Johnny. "Can we just wrap this up so I can go home?" "No," said Casimir. "Why?" asked Letholdus. Because said Casimir, startled. When he heard the numerous footsteps, he said, "Well, I'm done stalling for time." As it was to be expected, a little bird had gotten wind of Karina's secret little marriage, and the little bird was Giga, the gossiping cockatoo. It was to be a secret of some sort, and if it was to be a secret, he would spread it to the four winds. As he had gotten a good head start, Giga was able to inform Marduke, who had enough time to track down all of his siblings, and since the Letholdus family had recently returned from the business trip, they were not too hard to track down as well. So they ended up having a big wedding whether they wanted to or not because of a gossiping cockatoo. And Rita was quite shocked indeed that Letholdus would want to have a secret wedding. Letholdus' father Adolphus was quite proud of his son for securing his family a future with a marriage to a ruling class. Along the way, the fellow imagined all the perks that his family was going to enjoy. For one thing, he had heard that Karina was rich. And there were the dragons to consider. Dragons could sniff gold. They could get a mining business in order. While Adolphus counted imaginary coins, Armida counted possible problems. There was the fact that the young king was a little too pacifist, with a tendency of arbitrarily exiling people. What if Letholdus got himself exiled for not matching Karina's expectations? Karina consoled herself with the idea that they could return to Aragon or they could live in Dokai. The two families saw the ending of the ceremony, and when they went to Marduke's apartment, for a very late dinner party. The entire evening was spent in amicable conversation, and Letholdus' father spoke to his son about the birds and the bees. Letholdus laughing said that he had been married once before. In response, Adolphus said, "Marriage has nothing to do with a marital bed. If you want this business venture to work, you need to step up your game." "I have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing, thank you very much," said Letholdus. "Sure you do," said Adolphus, laughing. "Take it from a man who has plenty of experiences. You really need to step up your game, son." As if remembering something, Adolphus added, "Here is this stupid book. I bought it while I was in Dokai. It helped me a lot while I was bored in the road." Letholdus read the spine of the book. It was called The Scriptures of Gratification. He opened the book at a random page, and then he closed it again. After his father laughed at his son's reaction, seeing him, he said, "Give it a good read. There are also tips on how women can steal money from you without realizing it. You're going to start seeing the signs you missed the first time. Hopefully you will not have to try this marriage thing a third time around." "I'm glad to see you have so much confidence in me, father," said Letholdus, sighing. As for Karina, she spent her time catching up with her family. She even played the violin with her hair a bit. They did a contest of improvisation, and he usually won those, and this time was no different. Among the people that Karina saw was Nalini's little baby that had grown quite a lot. She was a playfellow to Inanna, and close to midnight, Rimaro sang a song. Karina said to her brother, "If you like singing for an audience so much, you should go to the opera." "I don't know, I never sang before a live audience of normal people," said Rimaro thoughtfully. "I hear the opera scene is fun. You might even become a pop star so you can act even more like a diva," said Karina. "That sounds tempting," said Rimaro. "I'm going to sleep on it, and then I will get back to you on that." "Don't be too douchey, my dear Rimaro, lest you end up like a sweet Nalini," warned Marduke. "I promise not to take things too far, and I would only act in a way that does not infringe on my fellow's free will," said Rimaro, swearing. "Swore." "Aha," said Nalini. "Now I see what I did wrong. It wasn't the spells or the madness, but the whole body taking over. I should have asked for permission first, maybe." "Now you get it," said Marduke, laughing. "You can stop planting daisies and go become a menace to society elsewhere." "I promise not to trample on your small garden, though do be careful with the weeds, lest you the rules of one of your favorite plants, said Nalini. I suppose nothing is perfect, but one has to at least try to find one's happiness, said Karina. Alright, I finally finished lesson 7.